Beautiful morning to be out and about. And I feel like, remember that show, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? It's Where in the World is Jason Sakal. Jason, where are you this morning?
I think that sounds like a fun Thursday thing to do. Where in the world is Jason Sakal?
Yeah,
I'm at the Meadville Area Recreation Complex today.
Nice.
I'm happy to hear that it's only going to be mostly cloudy on Saturday because, of course, this is their third annual barbecue and rib festival this weekend. So
very nice.
They're going to have lots of great music out here and lots of great vendors doing, all kinds of food and barbecue around the grounds. So, we don't want any rain. Keep, rain, stay away.
That's right.
And how are you this morning?
I'm great, thank you. So listen, that is a big event, and I was talking to Jay Verno last night, and he's very excited about the event. Obviously, this is a great fundraiser for the MARC, and there's some things that they're looking to do there. They want to finish up getting that Zamboni ordered. Actually, I think he said it's ordered, but they want to redo locker rooms and just continue to make improvements there.
Yeah, that's what when we were doing the casino night a couple months ago, they were raising money for the locker rooms. Of course, they just got the new ice chiller that luckily is not on, or you probably wouldn't be able to hear me right now, but it's up on top. I'm looking at it right now on top of the building. And just lots of great programs happening at the MARC. They have the Little Penguins program. They got some great new equipment from the Pittsburgh Penguins Foundation and everything. Their new executive director, Aaron Rekich, everything that he's doing is just really fantastic. He's just super dedicated to making the MARC. What I can only imagine, of course, I'm from Conneaut Lake. I didn't spend much time here, but what I can only imagine it was back in its heyday, and every week you see more and more videos of just tons of people out here, whether it's ice skating, roller skating, the pool, whatever. And, and the partnerships that they have, we just picked up our Y membership, which of course lets us come to the MARC pool as well.
Really?
So we have a membership to the Y for the whole summer, but we can also come down here when the pool is open for public hours and utilize that resource.
I didn't realize.
So that's fantastic. 100, nice. I think 150. I don't know if there's a change if you had a bigger family, but for us, $150 for the summer, is a great deal for just being able to bring the kids out here. Of course, they have the water slide out back and all the different water features in the big pool, and then the indoor pool as well, even if it's not so nice out. So I'm really excited with everything they're doing. And then of course they just brought on her name escapes me, but we'll have a press release out. Lee sent over later in the day. They just brought on a new director for the MARC Community Garden, which is actually part of the MARC now. So that's being run by the MARC. Of course, that's a great little area if you've never been out here, that we have a plot there. Last year we got, funny story, real quick. So last year, because our daughter was so into gardening, we let her pick what she was going to plant. Now, she picked like 9 different types of garlic. So we had lots of garlic.
Nice.
But they also have the garden has garlic, so you can always get garlic there. So we had lots of garlic, but it's good because we had lots of pesto and we had lots of everything else.
And you haven't had any vampire problems, so you're good.
Or no, not garlic. I'm sorry, not garlic. Basil.
Basil. Okay.
Basil. So we had lots of basil, but she loves it, and it's a great way to just, get out and you meet different people, and they have classes about, of course, growing your own food, and it's just a great experience. So
now, I think you guys were at the MARC. You did a video there, not too long ago? Were you guys?
Yeah, we did it. Well, we did one here for their casino night.
Right. They
had the tacos, Texas Hold'em, and something else, tequila. That was a super fun time. That was a great night. Borda Tacos, if you're not familiar with them, they have been doing pop-ups with tacos, and he makes all kinds of different ones, and they catered that night. And it was great. They had vegetarian options. There was one with sweet potatoes and curry in it. and then your normal taco options and stuff. But it was just so delicious. And I think from now on, I'd have to check. It's on the calendar. They're having Taco Tuesdays at Voodoo, like taco pop-ups at Voodoo,
Nice.
which is really cool. But yeah, Aaron, I mean, he was all in. We had him in the pool and floating around on video and eating tacos in the pool, and that was just a really fun experience.
Were you sitting on the diving board?
Yeah. No, I was in Lee was on the diving board.
That's what it was.
I was actually in the pool, floating with a floaty and my camera, slightly terrified.
Right.
But hey.
But you made it.
We
you did it.
We do what we do.
Well,
but
it looks like it's a beautiful morning,
a
Jason. And we've been watching some people come in and out. What sort of activities are taking place this morning? Do you know?
Yeah, right now they have. It's open swim in the morning, and then that's going to move in at I think 9:00. They have water fitness classes here. Open swim's great in the morning if you just want to come in and do laps. And the lifeguard that's normally on duty, I was swimming laps, and I was having a really hard time because I wasn't breathing right. And she actually took the time to tap me the one time when I went past her and be like, hey, if you breathe like this, it'll be much easier and stuff. And we had a pool as a kid, but it wasn't that size.
Right.
I could always swim end to end in one breath. So I didn't have to really worry about it. I would just take a breath at the end. But she gave me some tips, and that really helped me. So that's just the type of people that you have, at the MARC. And then, of course, the water fitness classes for anybody that needs a lower impact fitness class is great. But just lots of great programs. So that's mostly what happens earlier in the day, during the school year. Probably, I'm sure there'll be more kid-focused stuff once school is officially out and everything like that.
So, big event is this Saturday, and what tickets are? What did I hear? $15 or 20?
I think $15. They might have been 15 pre-sale, 20 at the event.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely going to be a good time. They have lots of great music. I'm pretty sure Justin Gray and 50 Miles to Empty are playing. Plus, they have a couple tribute bands that should be really fun.
Yeah, I guess they're really good tribute bands.
Yeah, big name tribute bands.
So it's going to be a great event.
Yeah, and if that's not your thing, there's still lots going on around town. It's a second Saturday.
Wow.
We'll start off tomorrow. So there's a first Friday sock hop down in downtown on Chestnut. So there's going to be a car cruise in. There's going to be the sock hop. There's going to be music, and then of course the businesses will be open later, so you can visit with them. But then that moves into second Saturday. It's Health and Wellness Month. So on second Saturday, it's great anyways just to go down, get your fresh local produce, visit with businesses, meet with local vendors, things like that. And then check out, maybe come over here, get some barbecue, check out the bands here, and then go over to second Saturday Night Live. I looked it up right beforehand. Once again, it's on meadvillecalendar.com and on the Facebook page. I think it's Helix Trio, and then there's another band playing at second Saturday Night Live, which is super cool that we're bringing in bands that aren't from around here necessarily. We're reaching out, and next month is going to be Roger Montgomery.
Oh, really?
Which is always a fun time. I love hearing him play. He actually played at the Tacos and Tequila event.
Are you finding it easier to bring in entertainment like that now that this has been going on for a while?
Yeah, I definitely think so. Dan and Julie and George and everybody that's involved in that, they're really great at reaching out and reaching out to different areas and finding bands. And of course, as we bring those people in, those people talk to other people, or they maybe give us a name. Hey, you should bring this band in or whatever. And it's just a really great thing for downtown Meadville.
So who all is involved in that process? Is Arts Council involved, or is it?
Meadville Arts Council, Meadville Neighborhood Center. I think it's officially sponsored by the Meadville Council on the Arts, okay. I want to say. And then Julie Panchura, Dan Hunter, George Stabile, they're all involved in it. And it's just a great process, great community process. Everybody goes down there in the afternoon and they set up the scaffolding and the lights and all that stuff. And then after everybody's playing, they're still there at 11:30 at night and they tear down the scaffolding. Big shout out to the ARC, because the ARC stepped up and said, hey, you can store all that stuff in our basement. So all you have to do is take it because we're in the parking lot behind Voodoo. So before, like when it was on the top of the parking garage, everything had to be stored and had to be torn down and transported. Now it can be torn down and taken right into the basement of the ARC, so that it's always right there. And then of course nice. That's a rain location as well. So if we would happen to go in and need that, but yeah, that's a great time. So.
You're watching the Morning Drill on Stream Television and Armstrong and listening to it on the Allegheny News Talk Sports Network. Here with Jason Sakal this morning, MeadvilleCalendar.com. And you guys are always out and about, and you're out and about again this morning. What a nice surprise. I mean, it's a beautiful morning.
Yeah, absolutely. I was a little worried, but it really is. It's just a nice, it's overcast, but it's nice and cool. It's not too cold. It's not too hot, and that's just fantastic. I do want to point out right behind me here, I don't know if you can see it, but if you come to the MARC and you head over towards the Aquatic Center, there's a little free library right beside me, or right behind me.
Yeah, that's that little box there, right?
Yeah, that's a little green box behind me. And those have been so great. I think there's like 7 or 8 of them around town. There might be more. If people check out our community directory on the calendar, I have a list of them, and I think that we need to add to that. Plus, I need to get pictures up there. But anytime anybody has some extra books, maybe they want to donate, they can head out to any one of those. There's one in the 5th Ward, along with a little. They're working on putting a little free pantry back. But then down on South Main Street, there's a little free library and a little free pantry. So lots of people utilize that. If people want to stick some essentials in, maybe they have a couple extra non-perishables that they want to stick in there. But then Market House has a little free library, the MARC, obviously, South Main Street, 5th Ward. There's a couple private ones. There's one at Roche Park, and they get emptied out and refilled on a regular basis. So, and it's not always kids' books. I think it kind of started out as kids' books, but now I see there's some adult novels in there. If people wanted to grab them.
You just put
last time I saw some from like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler there. I mean, those are books that somebody paid probably $20 for, that they're just, hey, I'm done with them, so I'd like somebody else to get some use out of them.
Yeah, you were saying that you just before we started this, you put in your copy of 50 Shades of Grey for
exactly. Yeah. I haven't got through 50 Shades Grayer and Grayest. I think that's how it goes. I don't know, but
about your
was
hair.
done with the 50 Shades. Yeah. That's how I feel pretty soon here. Luckily, I have blonde hair, so it might hide itself a little bit.
Right. You have some time.
But
so,
yeah.
So
luckily, we haven't found anything like that in there yet. But
you never know. MeadvilleCalendar.com going to be pretty busy this weekend. What's coming up in the next couple weeks for you?
Yeah, next weekend is the Meadville Food Truck Festival is coming up at Vernon, so that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
All kinds of. I think they got to, as far as I've been seeing, they got to have 15 or 20 food trucks by now that are showing up. And Monday morning, actually, we'll be talking with Alan Flick from Flick's Appliances. So we'll talk to him about the Food Truck Festival, hopefully get some more details about it. There's lots of details out there. It has its own Facebook page if you look up Meadville Food Truck Festival or on the MeadvilleCalendar.com webpage or Facebook page. There's some details on there as well. And that's exciting. So there's that happening. Of course, there's more music happening. The Probables are coming up on Thursday. Is it this Thursday? Next Thursday? I don't know. I have to check. But the Probables are going to be the first Thursday in the park.
Nice. You got Thurston Classic coming up Father's Day weekend, right?
Yeah, Thurston Classic. That's going to be exciting. They've been doing some in the Meadville Tribune. They've been having profiles of the ballooners. I don't know if that's what you call them, the balloonists.
Yeah.
um, but that's all. I mean, that's just a cool event to take part in. Even if you're just in downtown Meadville and walking around, and all of a sudden you see 10 balloons flying over you.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's a cool sight. So that's the 13th through the 16th. I think the night glow is usually on that Thursday, right?
Yeah.
It's Thursday or Wednesday?
Thursday night.
So yeah, get your cameras ready and be ready to snap some cool photos. And of course, Ted Watts down here in Meadville has the Legal Eagles, which are really cool balloons. And there's just so many cool designs. And last year, I don't know if it's just last year or the last 2 years, there's somebody, I forget what it's called, but it's like a pirate's parrot or something. That's super cool. It just looks so much fun. But yeah, that's coming up. Lots of great things. Check out the calendar. We just added another thing for Meadville Council on the Arts. We just added a bunch of classes from them. Professional drawing classes, basic and advanced mosaics.
Yeah, mosaics.
Mosaics, and they have some a bunch of different classes. I think we added like 7 classes.
Really?
That they have, yeah. So that's going to be really cool. Tai Chi. There's a different type of Tai Chi. I don't remember. I think it's Yin style or Yin style or something like that. Zumba with Brenna. So Brenna Thumler, our friend, she teaches Zumba up there.
Have you done that yet?
Zumba?
Yeah.
No, I never have. I actually did water Zumba at the Y when I first when I first got my blood clot, because I couldn't do a whole lot in my leg. And we went and did water Zumba, and it was a ton of fun. I mean, it's super high energy.
Right.
I'm happy we were in the water. I couldn't imagine. I'd probably be like laying on the floor halfway through,
right.
If it was regular Zumba. But that was a fun time, yeah.
Eric Henry getting that phone call. Hey, dispatch the ambulance.
And then he's like, I don't see you on the list. Did you pay your subscription fee? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't I saw it the other day. I was thinking about that. Meadville Ambulance drove by and it said, get your membership or whatever. Is that just if you have a membership with them, they show up first, or?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to ask them about that. I was like, I mean, luckily we only live about 2 blocks from the hospital.
Yep.
Yeah, we only live about 2 blocks from the hospital. So, I'd be like Army carrying somebody over my shoulder.
Right.
If we were there.
But you do it well. You do it well.
Yeah.
So where will you guys be next week?
Yeah, we'll be at we'll be up at Flicks Appliances.
Okay, that's right.
With the, we'll probably have to meet inside. There's a little bit of work going on. I don't know if you saw, there's some work going on outside Flicks. I feel like every day I drive to work, it's like a different driver's ed course. There's cones everywhere, and they're tearing down sheets now. So they have that all torn out. Like, you can see the inside of the building's all gutted. And
really?
Yeah, because they're redoing that while I'm sure they were like, you know what, we're going to lose so much business while this is happening anyways, and we need to redo this location. We might as well just do it now.
I just drove past there Monday, and it looked fun.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we did that. We were going riding through Tuesday, actually, and we were like, oh, they're tearing it down. Okay.
Wow.
And then last night when I drove past it, it was just, there's an empty shell there. One of the awnings over the gas pumps is kind of torn down a little bit, and going at it quick.
I was surprised at how well they're keeping traffic moving up there.
Yeah, I haven't really been caught there too much at all.
Right.
Flicks, it's almost fortunate that Flicks, you always go back and around the back of the building kind of to get in there anyway. So there hasn't been much change to that traffic flow coming into their building, I don't think. So I talked with Alan a little bit about he wants to do some fun things. He was talking about maybe like grilling burgers if traffic was really bad, and just like going up and handing them to drivers as they're sitting there in traffic. So they're making the best. I think all the businesses up there are making the best of it. There's nothing they can do about it. It's happening one way or the other. So they just have to do their best to deal with it.
Well, Jason, it's great to see you this morning. It's awesome that you're hanging out at the MARC this morning. Beautiful
Yeah,
morning.
we'll have to find somewhere else for next week. But I won't tell you next week. You'll just whenever you call, I'll be somewhere and you'll have to figure it out.
I like that. I do. It's awesome. Hey,
Yeah.
don't forget, check out MevoCalendar.com. Next week, you're going to be sitting with Alan Flick. There's so many activities happening this weekend. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
First Friday, second Saturday, of course, the benefit on Saturday, and it's going to be, so far, weather-wise, perfect for all of these events.
Yeah, fantastic. And if you have events going on, send them over to us. Go to the website, click Submit Events, and send them in. We'll get them on the calendar.
Great to see you this morning, Jason.
All right. Good seeing you, Luke.
Have a great
Talk to you
Thursday.
later.
All right.
I see the light.